Listen, beloved, it's so true, isn't it? The thought that God has never lost a battle is such a powerful anchor in life's storms. I am a witness. See, when we feel overwhelmed, looking back at how God has worked in the lives of individuals throughout history, fulfilling his promises, can truly lift our spirits and strengthen our faith. I truly testify to this. Think about Abraham, for instance. God promised him countless descendants, as numerous as the stars in the sky. Genesis chapter 15 verse 5. Despite years of waiting and seemingly impossible circumstances with Sarah's barrenness and their advancing age, God remained faithful. Isaac, the promised son, was born, marking the beginning of the fulfillment of that incredible promise. As we read in Hebrews chapter 11 verse 11, by faith also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed, and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who had promised. God's timing might not have been Abraham's, but his promise stood firm and was ultimately realized. With Abraham, God never lost a battle. Then there's the story of Joseph. Betrayed by his brothers and sold into slavery, he faced hardship after hardship. Yet God's hand was at work even in those dark times. Years later, Joseph rose to a position of great authority in Egypt, enabling him to save his family from famine. Looking back, Joseph recognized God's overarching plan, saying to his brothers in Genesis chapter 50 verse 20, "As for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, to bring it about that many people should be kept alive, as they are today." Even in the midst of immense personal struggle, God was orchestrating a victory, not just for Joseph, but for his entire lineage. God has never lost a battle. Not for Joseph, not for me, and certainly he will not lose a battle for you. Consider the Israelites' exodus from Egypt. Enslaved and oppressed, their future looked bleak, but God had promised Abraham that his descendants would return to the promised land. Genesis chapter 15 verses 13 to 16. Through miraculous signs and wonders, leading them through the parted Red Sea and providing for them in the wilderness, God demonstrated his unwavering commitment. There is an assurance here. If you align your ways to the ways of the Lord, your battle becomes God's battle. See, Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 9 reminds us, "Know therefore that the Lord your God is God, the faithful God who keeps covenant and steadfast love with those who love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations." Even if a journey is filled with battles, God will fight those battles for his children and ultimately lead you to victory. God has never lost a battle. See, think of the early church facing persecution. It seemed like an impossible battle against the might of the Roman Empire. Yet, Jesus had promised, "I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it." Despite trials and tribulations, the church not only survived but flourished, spreading the message of the gospel throughout the world. This is a testament to God's ultimate victory, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable opposition. God has never lost a battle. See, these are just a few glimpses into the countless ways God has demonstrated his faithfulness and ultimate victory throughout history. When you face your own challenges, I would encourage you to remember that God has never lost a battle, and he is not prepared to lose one for his children. He who was faithful then is faithful now. He has never lost a battle, and he won't lose yours either. Trust in his promises, stand firm in faith, and know that the ultimate victory belongs to him. Stay blessed.